Good morning. I accidentally forgot to plug in my mic. I'm like, I can't hear myself. How is everybody doing today? I woke up at early. Like, I think I woke up at like 5 something. And I took my dog out and I went back to bed because I was like, nope, I have got a couple more hours. And then it got to 9:30 and I was like, oh no. I said I was going to be on at 9. But I was up late. Yesterday we had service. So I went to service and then, give me a second. Tonight I'm going to sing. And she just said that she's not feeling well. Oh no. But, I was up watching, I don't know if you guys watched Rings of Power. It's so good. This season has been scary and so much action. I was not expecting, I don't know, they had spiders, giant spiders. It was crazy. I was like, I don't remember the other one being that scary, but it's good. I think I'm either one episode behind. I think I might be one episode behind. Today I'm reading John 7. That's where I'll start reading. So far I've been doing 2 chapters. And if you miss any of the lives, I've been posting the whole lives on thanks for the follow. I've been posting the whole live on my YouTube. And it's unedited. It's just what we've kind of just discussed or me just rambling on like now. But yeah, I've been watching Rings of Power. I think they're on their 2nd season. My kids are like, it's still on. They didn't really care much for it. One of them does. She's watching little by little with me. I think she's a little lost, so I need to go back to the 1st season and watch it with her. But the younger one is like, no, I don't want to watch that show. I don't know what she didn't like the time period or something. But it was really cool. The episode I saw last night. I'm glad I stayed up and watched it because I think today's episode I haven't seen. I think that's as far as I made it on the season. But I could be one behind. I don't know. Or that was the last season. Now thinking about it, I don't know. I haven't checked. I've been clicking like continue watching, and so it kind of just goes to the next episode. But now thinking about it, it ended like it was a season finale. So now I'm a little nervous because I really wanted to watch the rest of the shows. But enough about that. How is everybody doing? I'm so thankful to be back on these lives again. The only thing is I'm behind on my Bible study for tonight. So I'm like, oh no. I'm reading the Bible, guys. I'm just not doing the Bible study right now. And I had 2 weeks. We had a break last week, and I'm like, I had 2 weeks to do it, and I've only done a very, like, one of the questions, or one of the sections. I think there was like 3 sections. I'm like, oh no. That's okay. Sometimes that happens where I get behind on my Bible study, and then when I go to do that chapter or that lesson or even just that question, it's something that I need in that moment and not necessarily I didn't need it the other time. Oh no. My coffee is like at the top and I put whipped cream on it and it's like, it's huge. My daughter watches all the dishes. That's like her chore. Because normally you guys see me with this huge cup And, I mean, this looks like a huge cup too, but I normally have a huge cup because I spill on myself all the time. But she's like, what did she say? I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep using more cups. You're not washing the dishes. And she was like, wait. And I was like, yeah, there's like 5 cups. She goes, you used 5 cups in one day? And I'm like, did I use 5 cups? I think I did because I used one. And I used all like coffee cups. I'm like, I used 1 cup. 1 cup she forgot the day before. And then the other cup I used for coffee. I think I had 2 cups of coffee. And then I used 2 cups, like I have another cup here, I've been drinking bone broth in the morning, and then I used 1 cup for water. So, because my water bottle was in the car and I didn't want to go get it. So I'm like, we're behind on dishes. We gotta get this, or I'm gonna make more dishes. So now we have like 7 cups now. But I'll go ahead and start. I'll read John chapter 7. After these things, Jesus walked in Galilee, for he did not want to walk in Judea, because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand. His brothers therefore said to him, depart from here and go into Judea, that your disciples also may see the works that you are doing. For no one does anything in secret while he himself seeks to be known openly. If you do these things, show yourself to the world. For even his brothers did not believe in him. Then Jesus said to them, my time has not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I testify of it, that its works are evil. You go up to this feast. I am not yet going up to this feast, for my time has not yet fully come. When he had said these things to them, he remained in Galilee. But when his brothers had gone up, then he also went up to the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret. Then the Jews sought him at the feast and said, where is he? And there was much complaining among the people concerning him. Some say he is good. Others say no, on the contrary, he deceives the people. However, no one spoke openly of him for fear of the Jews. Now about the middle of the feast, Jesus went up into the temple and taught. And the Jews marveled, saying, how does this man know letters, having never studied? Jesus answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his who sent me. If anyone wills to do his will, he shall know concerning the doctrine, whether it is from God or whether I speak on my own authority. He who speaks from himself seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. Did not Moses give you the law? Yet none of you keeps the law? Why do you seek to kill me? The people answered and said, you have a demon who is seeking to kill you. Jesus answered and said to them, I did one work, and you all marvel. Moses therefore gave you circumcision, not that it is from Moses, but from the fathers, and you circumcise a man on the Sabbath. If a man receives circumcision on the Sabbath, so the law of Moses should not be broken. Are you angry with me because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath? Do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. Now some of them from Jerusalem said, is this not him whom they seek to kill? But look, he speaks boldly, and they say nothing to him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is truly the Christ? However, we know where this man is from. But when the Christ comes, no one knows where he is from. Then Jesus cried out, as he taught in the temple, saying, you both know me, and you know where I am from, and I have not come of myself, but he who sent me is true, whom you do not know. But I know him, for I am from him, and he has sent me. Therefore they sought to take him, but no one laid a hand on him, because his hour had not yet come. And many of the people believed in him and said, when the Christ comes, will he do more signs than these, which this man has done? The Pharisees heard the crowd murmuring these things concerning him, and the Pharisees and the chief priests sent officers to take him. Then Jesus said to them, I shall be with you a little while longer, And then I go to him who sent me. You will seek me and not find me, and where I am you cannot come. Then the Jews said among themselves, where does he intend to go that we shall not find him? Does he intend to go to the dispersion among the Greeks and teach the Greeks? What is this thing that he said, you will seek me and not find me, and where I am you cannot come? On the last day, the great day of the feast, Jesus stood and cried out, saying, if anyone thirsts, let him come to me and drink. He who believes in me, as the scripture had said, out of his heart will flow rivers of living water. But this he spoke concerning the Spirit, whom those believing in him would receive, for the Holy Spirit was not yet given, because Jesus was not yet glorified. Therefore many from the crowd, when they heard this saying, said, truly this is the prophet. Others said, this is the Christ. But some said, will the Christ come out of Galilee? Has not the scripture said that the Christ should come from the seed of David and from the town of Bethlehem where David was? So there was a division among the people because of him. Now some of them wanted to take him, but no one laid hands on him. Then the officers came to the chief priests and Pharisees, who said to him, why have you not brought him? The officers answered, no man ever spoke like this man. Then the Pharisees answered them, are you also deceived? Have any of the rulers or the Pharisees believed in him? But this crowd that does not know the law is accursed. Nicodemus, he who came to Jesus by night, being one of them, said to them, does our law judge a man before he hears him and knows what he is doing? They answered and said to him, are you also from Galilee? Search and look, for no prophet has arisen out of Galilee. And everyone went to his own house. The Feast of Tabernacles, there's a note here that says, the Feast of Tabernacles, or Feast of Ingathering, lasted 7 days. The celebrations included the ingathering of crops. Participants made booths or tabernacles of tree branches. These booths represented shelter and protection. The Israelites lived in these booths throughout the festival period in order to remember their fathers, when they left Egypt and journeyed in the wilderness, had lived in similar structures. I like this feast that they have. I think it's such a cool one. I think in The Chosen they did a really cool description, and they showed like the feast, but it's like these, I think it's like tents, because they list, but it's like these, I think it's like tents, because they list, they